You were talking about.
Yeah, so I'm not going to remember all these, I apologize. So householding is one where you can combine more than one contact into a household. So you have, kind of a primary householder, if you will, and then the other folks. And that's also good for addresses. So, Dr. and Mrs. John Doe or whatever. Or Dr. and Mr. John Doe is the case
So
maybe.
salutation and spit.
Right. There's some formulas around that and doing that appropriately, whatever that means for your organization. So that's householding. Contacts and accounts. The way Salesforce works out of the box, there's a weird relationship between opportunities, which are donations, and accounts. And the contacts and accounts fixes that there's some code that creates a shadow account. It's kind of complicated to explain. It creates a shadow account for each contact so that if, I'd have to draw you a picture. It's helpful. Yeah, please.
Okay, so one of the issues we had when we were getting our data out of eTapestry is eTapestry would associate donations with a contact. So if I have a contact, John Smith, and he donated a donation that was from himself personally, that donation would be attached to his name. And if he donated a donation from his company, it was still attached to his name. So there was no way to separate which ones were business donations and which ones were personal donations. In Salesforce, every contact, there's two ways of doing it, but I think easily the preferable one is you set it up so that each contact has their own personal account, and then if he were to have a business account, that account would be tied to the business, and then could be connected sort of to his name so that you could see.
Well, it has to do how do you roll that out, right? So in that scenario where John Doe gives $1,000 and his organization gives $1,000, who gets credit? And then the soft credits come in. You want to soft credit John Doe for the organizational gift because he was the influencer. All of that exists within the nonprofit starter pack. So that's households and contacts and accounts.
Affiliations.
Okay, so affiliations handles the relationship between contacts and accounts that aren't employer-employee relationships. So my employer is Cloud for Good. That is my account.
Well, we use them for employer.